I'll be here now in a minute. Oh, hi. Kajane Crack, Tradona Mai. What's the crack, everybody? Oh my. Hi, we're not on Facebook today, but if you saw the link on Facebook, you can see that we're on YouTube instead. Isn't that right? Yeah, Tasha, our YouTube. YouTube? Yeah, YouTube. I think it's called YouTube actually. It's YouTube. No, Tasha, YouTube. Yeah, I said it's YouTube. Well, it's not the middle of the night for us. Neil share imagine. It's the Tradona. Oh, yeah. We prefer this time of day, because we are a wee bit balsa. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, to miss it ain't the balsa or fad. Hey, did you have anybody you wanted to say hello to today? Not really. Yeah, you do. Do you not remember? Oh, yeah. Tasha Braham Kolkar. Ah, it's his cousin's birthday today. Kolkar, that's Gaelic, isn't that right? Yeah, it's my Kolkar Brooklyn's birthday today. So what we're going to do, because it's someone's birthday, what do you normally do? Have a party. We can't have a party, can we? What else could we do? You could go to the bowling alley. No, we can't go to the bowling alley either, can we? Nope. We could sing a song. Yes, you can always sing songs, can't you? Yeah. Why isn't Iranian on school? He wants to sing it in Irish. Do you know? Some people watching? Yeah, Tagilig Uga. Tagilig Damien. Yeah, Tagilig Damien. My who demo. Can't we Noah August Jake? Well, Ernoy Tagilig Aku Foster. They all speak Irish. Shall we sing him happy birthday? Ask Gaeliga. Yeah. Okay. My So you want to sing with us? So it goes like this: La Breha Honna Ditch. Is there anybody else in your house whose birthday it is? Yay! Oh, there's loads of yous. I'm sure it is loads of yous' birthday. And I know it's probably not going to be the best birthday ever. Well, it might be. You probably can't do the things you normally do, but you're at home, and it's not very nice weather here, so it's actually better to just be inside, isn't it? Yeah, it's far better. I just stay in pajamas all the time. I know he does. Yeah, do you like wearing your pajamas? Oh, they're so comfortable. He's funny, isn't he? Okay, so we're going to sing a happy birthday to Brooklyn today, and he's too old, really. He's probably going to be quite embarrassed. I think he's a teenager today. So we sing it in Irish? Yeah, okay. So after 3 and a year 3, we'll sing happy birthday to our cousin Brooklyn and to anybody else in your family too. Yeah, you want to sing along with us? So it goes, you know the tune, it goes like this. Beautiful. Oh, that was so nice. You've got a lovely wee voice. No, I don't. Yes, you did. Okay, if you say so. He does have a nice voice, doesn't he? So, any crack been happening in your house? Crack or beast, cha? Well, tell me why we in a whole new pub, innit? Your mommy lives in a tent now? Yeah. Wait, hang on a minute. Why is she living in a tent? You know, sucking. You don't know. Well, did anything happen to make her want to? Well, where is this tent? It's just a cool garden. It's in your back garden. Your mommy's living in a tent in the back garden. Yeah. Don't you go, she happy place, Sicky? She said it's her happy place. So, when did your mommy start living in the garden? She said July, not to March. She started living in a tent in the garden on Monday or Tuesday. Did anything happen? Did something happen to make her want to, live in a garden tent? It's not really ideal, is it? Well, hui I Sicky ain't the dog. August Jerry, she ain't the coon. Your mommy's face went very red. She got very quiet. And how long did this go on for? Major harder, yeah, click. For about 2 hours. And did you do anything in the house, maybe, to make her face go red? Well, my sister Johnny Grara, my Yarha and Rira. Your brother was on the computer. I'm not sure, Marira. You were on your computer Did you have things up loud? Well, Bidger. And do you go into this tent? Oh, no, there's Mom and Neil Cat again. Yous are all banned from this tent in the garden. I'm just trying to think what made her want to do this. Does she like going out to the garden? No, the granny, Mila, Isaac, he ain't the dog, and son dirt she. I can't hack this anymore! I'm gonna go in the tent! Oh, okay. I think a lot of people might be living in tents at the minute. Is there any other crack in your house? My her wheel. Your brother's bald. Yeah, I'll go smoke at her. Your brother and your cousin are now bald. Anybody else out there have any newly bald brothers and sisters in the house? Oh, yeah. Oh, you'll have to send us in some photographs. If you want to send some photographs or send them in the comments, I'd like to see some of these newly bald, maybe people who look a wee bit like Uncle Fester, Bidger. Yeah, come here because of Uncle Fester. I was thinking maybe I could shave my head as well. No, Johnson, I don't have an egghead. I don't. You have a big fat egghead. He is so rude to me. Hey, I'll tell you what, I was doing stuff last night. I know you better be take our Netflix. I wasn't watching Netflix. Yeah, we took our Netflix. We took our Tiger King. I wasn't. Well, just a wee while. I was just on Netflix for a wee while. I was a bit tired yesterday. No, I was reading a book, and this book was about what? It was about real pirates. Neil really Mara be on. Yes, they are real pirates. No, Neil Gaddy Mara are be on. I am actually shocked that you don't believe me. Well, could you be free? Well, it's about one of the most famous pirates in the world. And guess what? Could you? She was Irish. Yeah? I thought boys are only pirates. Nope, not only boys. Now, back in the day, a lot of them would have been only boys, but she was an exception. Oh, could you tell me her name was Grania Whale. Oh, have you heard of her before? Well, I was learning all about her last night, and she was born in the 1550s in a place in Ireland called Mayo. Mayo? Yeah, Mayo. Now, in those times, there was a thing called a Brehon law. Well, Brehon law is kind of different from the law that the English people brought over, and Brehon law was just slightly different. There was lots of different kings, and it was unique that women at that time, who normally didn't have any rights. What's rights? Well, rights is sort of like, your right to be safe, your right to have a house, your right to have a bank account, your right to be able to go to hospital, all those things. Women didn't have the same rights as men. Well, can't that? Well, to be honest, I don't really know. But this girl, Grania Whale, was born in County Mayo, and she had a very famous chieftain father. Oh, what's a chieftain? A chieftain is like a kind of king. A sort of king, yeah. You would have like mayors and you'd have politicians, but a chieftain was in charge of things. Oh, okay. Could you tell me over here? Well, his name was Dara. Dara? Not Killian Jungle was a cran. Yeah, that's right. It means it's the name of a tree, an oak tree, the black oak. And he was a really cool chieftain. He was really nice to all the people who used to work for him. So he wasn't like your boss then? No, don't say. I love my boss. No, I have a great relationship with my boss. Be cute. Oh, sorry. You're trying to tell the truth. Okay, so back to the story. Grania Whale was born, and she lived in a beautiful place called Ballyclare in County Mayo. And because her daddy was a chieftain, she had such a cool life. She was able to go out and look after the cows and the sheep. And the bull, yeah, I'll have my Cara. Oh yeah, he's trying to teach you some Irish. Bull is a cow, and a Cara is a
ocean, like supposed to be a sheep.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a sheep, sorry. Yeah. So she had loads and loads of things to do to keep her occupied when she was a child. They lived in this beautiful inlet in this little island, and because her daddy was a chieftain or a king, they owned nearly all of the fields all around them, and loads of people used to come and work for them and keep her company.
Oh, I would love to go to the beach right now.
I know. I would love to go and be at the beach right now. But look, back to the story. We can pretend. We'll talk about the beach afterwards. So she used to go out. And in those days, girls they weren't really allowed to kind of muck about like the way they are now.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, little girls were supposed to be prim and proper and not get their clothes dirty and not go swimming and not do these things.
Well, ta sin into ladrina.
Yeah, that is pretty boring, isn't it? And Grania Whale thought the same thing. Now, her dad was a chieftain, and what he was most powerful known as is as somebody who went out on the sea. They had a fleet of ships, and they used to trade their wares. They used to go all over the world. Before there was Amazon or eBay or even supermarkets, that's how you used to buy and sell things.
Whoa, so you go around thing with boats? And what do you mean?
Well, like, say, for instance, they had loads of cows and sheep. And in those days, what you would do is you would sell the leather and the sheepskins, and then you would trade them with somebody else for something like avocados or carrots or something that you can't grow here.
I really like avocados.
I really like avocados too. They're lovely. And she used to get really amazing things like that back then that you would only get in supermarkets now.
Well, that's good.
Now, normally in the Brehon laws, it wasn't allowed for a woman to take over from her father. It would go to the son. Now, Grania only had a half-brother, but he wasn't really interested in doing all the cool things that Grania was into. He didn't really like, going out on the boats. He didn't really like being a farmer. So it seemed natural that maybe Grania could potentially take over from her daddy later on. And she seemed to have a love for the sea.
Oh, I am getting so sad because I really want to just go on a boat right now and go to the sea.
Well, she felt the same thing. She loved it. One day, she snuck off and got herself into a boat and tried to go on the sea, but she was too young and she didn't get away with it. Because girls, especially young girls, weren't allowed to go on these pirate boats.
Well, can't far.
Because they were seen to be, maybe not as strong as men.
Well, that's silly.
I know, Tasha Bomata. Now, one night, when she was 11 years old, she found out that her dad's fleet was going to be leaving in the morning, and it was a trading ship that had a cargo port in it. And
Well, what's cargo?
well, cargo is stuff that you would put, like, say if you went to the supermarket and you put things in your boot, you could say that that was your cargo hold.
Oh, okay. So it's like stuff or things you're going to sell.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So she cut her beautiful long black hair to disguise herself as a boy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she was pretty smart, actually. So she cut her hair off and she snuck in to the cargo hold, and she remembers that the water was whooshing around her feet as she was sneaking in there. She felt the ship going out of the quay, and suddenly she was out there on the open water.
Oh, she's so sneaky.
Yeah, she was very, very sneaky. And when she finally realized that she was far enough away from land that they couldn't send her back, what did she do?
No, so come.
She went up onto the deck, and at first her daddy, Dara, she ain't a farraga.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was really angry to start with, and then he went, "What are you doing? Why are you here? They don't want me to torture ma." Yeah, her mommy would be giving off to her, but after a few minutes, he looked at her and he looked around and he thought, "That's my girl. She loves the sea as much as I do, and it takes guts to be able to do that."
Oh, she ain't a croga.
Yeah, she was. She was very brave. So this was her first time at 11 years old going out on the open water with her daddy and everybody who worked for them on the ship. And she learned how to steer a ship. She learned how to look at the horizon, and over a period of years, this was not the first time she went out. She went out all the time then.
Oh, shan, cool.
Yeah, and it was so unusual for that time as well, because as she was a girl, she was usually the only woman on the ship. Now, Vigo Moi is ní Rogo Hulk. And that means things were great for a while until she turned 16.
Agus go dé faoi sin, why is that important?
Well, in those days, you were supposed to marry at 16. And if you came from a wealthy family like she did, usually somebody was chosen for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Now, she wasn't too happy about it, but her daddy tried to choose somebody who would be suitable for her. And then she went off and she lived with him for a while. Now, he was quite an angry man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He loved being at war. He loved being out at war, but he didn't like doing normal things. He didn't like the normal day-to-day. And when she went to go and stay with him, he had a whole fleet of ships that had gone to rot. Now, Grania wasn't too happy about this, but she tried to play along and she tried to be a good wife, and she had 3 children with him, and they went on as normal. But one day she had enough. She had enough of eating mutton. She had enough of not having the time on the sea, and she decided that she would go out. And she got a fishing boat, or a Cara, and she brought in a huge fleet of fish, and she gave them to everybody.
Whoa, bhí sin mai.
Yeah, Grania Whale was a kind seafarer, and then she built up this reputation as a fearsome, fearsome pirate.
Well, how?
Well, back then she didn't really play by the rules, and they used to go out and they used to stop other ships that were coming in and rob them.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, it's not very cool, but at that time lots of different people were doing it, so that was the only way they had to maintain their power. They had to show that they were ain't the coachta.
Oh, and what did she do?
Well, one of the best stories about her is that she went out to sea and she was pregnant and she didn't even tell her husband.
Whoa.
Yep, that's right. And she was out on the ship in the seas, and what happened? Other pirates tried to board their ship and steal their stuff, and these pirates were from Turkey. And what did she do?
Did she hide?
She didn't hide. Apparently, she had just given birth to a baby, and she got up and she fought 12 men with nothing but a sword.
Oh.
Yep, she was pretty hardcore, as they say.
Yeah, 'cause of my mommy.
Yeah, just like your mommy, she's pretty hardcore. And there's so many other stories about Grania Whale, and she was the most famous pirate of them all. And you know one of the maddest things she ever did?
What?
Well, she thought that she was a she-king, and that she was so powerful that she could actually go and speak to the Queen of England, because the Queen of England was coming over to her country and changing all things around and offering people money and trying to put her in prison. So what did she do?
Neil Sigan, you're the one telling the story. You tell me.
Oh, yes, I am telling the story. She commanded a fleet of ships, and she sailed from the west coast of Ireland all around the Channel, right up through Kent and up the River Thames, and went straight to the Queen of England herself.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's how cool she was. She didn't care about people saying that women can't do this and women can't do that, because she was a pirate.
My mateys, aha.
Oh, did you like that story about Grania Whale?
Yeah, it made me sad.
Why did it make you sad?
'Cause I told you, I really want to go to the beach.
I really want to go to the beach too, but I don't think we can get to the beach today. But what we can do is pretend we're at the beach.
And how do you do that?
Well, you have to use your imagination, don't you? Yeah.
I don't really have an imagination.
You do have an imagination.
No, I don't. It's all been sucked out by the internet.
He's such a gack. You're a gack, you know that?
No, I'm not.
Well, I think it's a really good idea. If you can't do what you were supposed to do, like a wee boy on my street.
Hey, what's his name?
His name's Kieran.
Kieran what?
I'm not going to say his full name, but he was supposed to be on holiday this week.
I was supposed to be on holiday holiday too.
I know, we were supposed to be on holiday.
We were supposed to go to Germany.
Well, no, we weren't.
Aye, we were. You said we were going to Germany.
No, that's next year.
Oh, okay.
Well, we were supposed to go to Malin.
Oh, yeah, that's why I want to go to the beach.
Well, in Malin you don't really get that much sunshine. So if we're going to pretend we're at the beach, where should we pretend we are? Where do you think we should pretend we are? Ibiza? That's a good idea. Do you like Ibiza? No, he doesn't like Ibiza. What about Acapulco?
Oh, and loco and Acapulco.
We could be going loco in Acapulco. Yep. Where else? Port Rush. Port Rush isn't really that warm this time of year. What about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could pretend we're at Bondi Beach. Yes, that's a really good idea. If we were at Bondi Beach now, we'd be on our own.
Why are you doing that cringy voice?
I love pretending to be from Australia, don't you?
No, that's real embarrassing. Can you please stop doing that?
But I love it. I think I'm going to pretend I'm at Bondi Beach right now.
Oh my God.
Hey, what about getting, excuse me, sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm in Bondi Beach. G'day, sport, how's it going? See you later, alligator.
I am a crocodile. Oh, this is too cringy. I have to go.
No, don't be good. I'm going now. You're embarrassing me. Oh, God, he's away. Come back.
I'm not coming back ever again. You're too embarrassing. I'm going to have a nap.
Okay, that's him away now for a wee while. Well, I was actually enjoying pretending to be on the beach. I think you want to pretend with me, guys? Let's do it. Okay. Oh, the sun is so bright in my eyes. I have to use the parasol and my sunglasses. Oh, yes. Oh, I can hear the waves on the beach, man. I might go surfing later. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, I can smell a barbecue. Oh, yeah. Someone cooking sausages there. Someone got some chicken going, some sweet corn. Oh, yeah, I might go for a little dip later. Oh, I love being on the beach. Yeah, I might play some, I don't know, volleyball. Might get a little bit of a barbie going later, you know. I might throw a ball around. I might go swimming. Oh, yeah, I know. You can't. The sharks. Ah. Let's just pretend for a few seconds that the sun is shining. Isn't it wonderful? Yes. Can you do an Australian accent for me? Yes, all you babies and mummies and daddies out there, give it a go. What else have you got to do? Nothing. May as well pretend you're from Australia. Oh, yeah, things are nice and bright down under. Okay, so I've made our lean-to cringe hard there. So I thought that I would ask you to join me in doing a few other things today. Now, I said to you last week we might be doing a few activities. We might come up with some other things that you can think of to do while you're stuck at home. Now, our lean-to, he's cringed out. He doesn't like it when I do the funny voices, but sure, I know lots of boys and girls feel that way about their aunties and uncles when they think they're acting cringy too. But we came up with a few other things that you could do while you're at home. So there's an app called Duolingo, and that means it's where you can have more than one language and you can learn a new language. I've been learning a little bit of Deutsch. Ja, ich heiße Cara und ich hatte gern. My name is Cara and I like Gemüse. Ich heiße Cara, ich hatte gern Gemüse. And that means my name's Cara and I like vegetables. Oh yeah. So that's one thing you could do. Another thing that I'm going to show you in my little magical table in a second is how to make a pom-pom. It's so easy, even I can do it. You could also learn how to make a puppet. Oh yeah, puppet. What are puppets? Puppets are things that people make talk when they pretend that they're talking themselves. Ooh. You could make a pizza. You could have a pizza the action. I make pizza all the time. It's absolutely wonderful. And it's so cheap. Once you make your own pizza, and you can see on the receipt how cheap it is, you won't feel so great about paying loads and loads of money for a pizza ever again. Oh no. Now, this is a really good one. Making a fat ball. Oh, Arlene2's gone. He would laugh at that. A fat ball. Yeah, sounds rude. It's not rude. Basically, what it is is you're making a bowl of seeds for the birds. It's a bowl of food. Whenever you're cooking burgers or sausages or bacon or anything that's got loads of gooey, oozy fat in it, fat-tat-tat, the ooze and fat collects at the end, and you can collect it in a wee jar. And then, once you've got enough of it, what you do is you roll it around in some oats or seeds, and then you can put a wee string into it, and then hang it out for the birds. It's a fat ball. So if you go into your Google search engine or whatever search engine you use, how to make a fat ball, you can find that out for yourself. Another cool thing you could do in the garden is make a hotel for insects. Yeah, an insect hotel. And that's quite easy to do too with things that you have just basically lying around. Now this is quite a funny one. I think that you would be very good at this, and I would love to actually see the results of this. You could make your own news report. I'll give you an example. My name is Cara, and I'm reporting live from Longtire Youth Club. I have absolutely no news to report today, apart from the fact that I put on makeup for the first time in 7 days. Thank you very much, Cara, reporting live. That's just one wee example. You don't have to be so gacky or so serious as me, but it's something if you have a phone, you and your brothers and sisters, whoever it is in your house, you could be making up a news report. For example, people been shaving their heads a lot. Yeah. So that could be the news in your house. You could say, my name is John, and today the only thing that happened in my house was that my mother drank 15 cups of tea and my brother shaved his head. More news tomorrow. Just an example, but I would like to see what kind of news is going on in your house. Is die dóha kajét gularai Neil Sugum. Now, another little thing you can do, and I've got a few examples over here, I'll show you in a second. You could have an art exhibition in your living room, in your hallway. You don't need to have any other skills apart from being able to draw, and then maybe getting a wee collection of things that look good together, like certain colours. I love greens and pinks and all these together. You could have a theme or a topic. For instance, you could say, okay, I'm going to give myself a week to make a collection of drawings or installations based on the colour yellow. Simple as that. And you can make a little sketchbook, you could draw certain things, you could make a collage, you could do a line drawing, you could do prints with a potato, you could make your own stencils, whatever way you want, and then you can invite the people in your house to your art exhibition at 5 o'clock on a Friday, where you can have, I don't know, wine and nibbles, or ribena and grapes and stuff like that. What else could you do? You could learn the name of some flowers. You could make up your own language. You don't have to learn how to use a new language, but you could make up your own one. You could design your ideal outfit. Yeah. What kind of outfit would you love to wear? Because you can wear whatever you want now. You don't have to wear your school uniform. Oh, no. You could be wearing, I don't know, a snood. You can wear masks. Masks are pretty fashionable now as well. It doesn't have to make any sense. It doesn't have to be practical. You don't have to cover yourself, because all you're going to be doing is walking around the house. And the same thing again, invite all your friends and family who live in the house with you to come and see your fashion show. Now, after you do a fashion show, what could you do then? I know what I did last Friday, and I had a disco in my living room. Yep, we got a mirror ball, we put that on, put on some funny lights, turned the music up really loud, and got dressed up from the top half, not the bottom half, and we had a disco, and it was so much fun, and we drank lemonade, and that's exactly the sort of thing that you could be doing. Now, our lean-to doesn't really seem to want to help me with some of the cool things that I got for you over here, but we don't need his help, do we? Do we need his help? No, I don't think so. Well, before we go over and do the cool things I have on the table, I wanted to teach you or read you a wee poem that'll help you learn a wee bit of Irish. I've noticed the lights have gone off in here, so I need to go around to get them back on again. I'm back on again, I'm back on again. Hi, I'm back. So, this is a little poem, and it's called Níl Sugam. And that means, I don't know. Níl Sugam. Fwisht. Cada clusham. Blach no pua. No fillachain. Ag shranu. No beidir loch. Isht. An shinan ri. Cad shinna clusham. Blach arin shri. Achoo! Now that is a cool little poem, isn't it? And that's the first one I ever learned, and it means, I don't know. What can I hear? Isht. Listen. Isht. Listen. An ishin an gich. Is that the wind? Cad shinnachlishim. What's that I hear? Blacharin shri. Is that a flower sneezing? Now, I'm going to get my cameraman here. Hi. Can we get the camera to move over here? Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me, cameraman? Can you hear me? Can everybody shout? We're going to move over here now. Yeah. I think he can hear you. Shout a bit louder. Yeah, we're going to the table. Come with me, Hal and Shaw. Whoa, what's going on over here on the table? We've got all sorts of stuff here. So, I asked you about putting on your own wee art exhibition. Now, I'm very lucky to have lots of artists in my family. So, Jake Mooney has donated some of his artwork for me. And this one here he did. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. He seems to have blood coming out of his eyes and his teeth, and he's called Bendy. Miss Bralam, shan ain't the my Jake, ain't the my fad. And this Shaw Kionella. Ooh. I think he told me that this is a ninja camouflage woman who's got a very big head and a very small body. It's Bralam, It's Bralam. Yeah, can you glass? 2 types of green here. Agus an banded jarag. This beautiful red mask here. I think that's great. And there's one more. Kiono Ainella. Agus Shilim. Gwasha Shaw. Dinyagan Kalyul. I think this is supposed to be somebody famous. Anybody idea who that might be? Maybe if I do a little impersonation of him. It came from China. Yeah, that's my impersonation of Donald Trump. Sorry. That's just the way he talks. It's not my fault. Now, things that we're going to do next week. I mentioned to you there about making a pom-pom. Pom-poms are so easy to make, and they're so cool. They're great for brightening up your house. Now, we're going to do these next week, and all you need for that is some wool, as many different colors as you like, whatever color you do like, some scissors, and some cardboard. You know, like a cornflake box or something like that, and we'll cut them into circles. So next week we'll do that step by step. So that's the cool things we could be doing then. Now, over here, I've got some other weird stuff. I've got some seeds. Seeds for beans, ponera, blachana, beans, flowers, carrots, beetroot, parsnips, onions, all sorts of weird seeds. Now, what are they for? Well, they're for growing, they're for looking after, and then they're for the most important bit, eating. Now, underneath here, I have some compost. And I've got an itchy nose. Scratchy. You're not supposed to touch your face. Well, how am I supposed to scratch my nose? Okay. I'm going to put these gloves on because things are going to get salach. Going to get a little dirty. Now, we have to get dirty. Your hands have to get dirty, or your gloves have to get dirty if you're going to grow some seeds. That's just the way it is. Now, you can get compost, which is this really nice black earth here. Basically, compost is organic material rotted down. Now, what does that mean? Basically, anything that used to be alive, like plants, like bananas, like carrots, all those things that you grew in the ground, and flowers and grass and trees too, anything that grew in the ground and then died and then decomposed. Decomposed is a big word for just breaking down and rotting down. And compost goes through different stages. At the start, it's stinky and luffy, like, could you abolish and bleh. It smells a bit like farts. Okay, that's what it smells like at the start. Sorry, it's not my fault, but it does. But then after a while, it breaks down some more, and worms do all the work. Worms get in and eat all the rotten, gross food that we call gross, and then they make this amazing stuff called compost. And there's compost, there's topsoil, there's mulch, there's all different types of gardening things, but I don't want to send your head spinning, so we'll just start really simply. Now, you can get compost from places and they'll deliver, or you can get it at a supermarket. It's really cheap, and if you get a wee tiny bit of pocket money, maybe you could spend your money on a bit of compost and a couple of seeds instead, because what else are you going to spend your money on? Eh? Could you yell it to the Guliani? What are you going to do? There's no better time to plant seeds than right now, than today, than tomorrow. Even better was yesterday, but you can't go back in time because your time machine, just like mine, is broken. Tasha Brishja. Okay, so you can use pots that you buy in the supermarket. That's fine. The smaller the better. I can only get these big ones. But you don't need to buy pots. You can use things you have at the house, like toilet roll. I know toilet roll is quite expensive now, but nobody has any use for the inside bits. So if you spray them with something sterile, just a wee bit of spray, you can use them to plant carrots and parsnips. Yeah. If you mix half compost, half sand in one of these, that'll start off your carrots, and once they get big enough, you just put them in the ground like that. Just like that. Yeah. But today, we are going to plant, we've got different things. We could plant some of these flowers. I think a sunflower. And this one here is called Little Leo, because it's only a wee toot. So what you need to do is you fill a pot, or if you can't get pots, you can use these. Yeah, this is an empty box that just had eggs in it. And this is really good too, because see the eggs that used to be in there, you can actually use them to plant stuff. If you have a half an egg, fill it, once all the egg's out of it, the eggshell, you fill it with this compost, and then you can put a few seeds in. Stuff like salads, like a rocket, like cress, all those kind of things. They'll grow in there, no problem. So today, we're going to plant in one pot some sunflowers, and then in the other, we're going to plant what I like to call a mega mix. It's a mega mix, right? So, one pot full of compost. And it's very important, you can just see this is it. Try and fill it quite far up to the top. Yeah. And you spray it with water. I didn't bring my wee Ishka bottle with me today, my water bottle, but that's the first thing you do. You put this, fill it to the top. I'm going to plant two separate ones, so we'll fill them both to the top. One go bar, bottom to the top. One go bar, oh yeah. So shin kion wine, kionella, hen ada, 1, 2. So as I said, we're going to do a wee sunflower. Now sunflower seeds, this is what the packet looks like.
Oh, so bright and sunny, summertime is alive on the packet, oh yeah.
Ain't the jazz agus bui, it's bui. And these are pollinators. What's a pollinator? Well, a pollinator is something that is friendly and kind to bees and wildlife. Because if you're growing vegetables, you need to grow flowers too, because then that feeds all the wee fehiji, all the wee birds and bees, and especially our native honeybee, because they need all our help. because without the bees, we are, that's another story. Okay, now these seeds, the sunflower seeds, are quite big black seeds. And if you have a big pot like this, you could probably fit 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you make a wee hole in like that. And then you smooth it over. But don't, I repeat, don't pat it down. Every time we do this, we always want to pat it down like we're making a cake. But you can't do that. You can't do that with the flowers because they need lots of air. They need air to breathe and move around and for the roots to go out. So don't pat it. Spray it with water and put it on your windowsill, and you'll be very happy. Once that starts to show seeds or shoots, that'll be about 7 to 14 days. And if you keep it nice and moist, never let it dry out on your windowsill, especially a window that gets lots of sunshine. So that means a window that is south facing. Okay, you got north, east, south, and west. You want a window that's looking to the south because it gets more sunshine. Yeah, keep an eye. Look out for a good window in your house. So that one is the sunflowers. Now the next one that I said is a mega mix. So we got a mega mix. Basically, this is a miniature salad or micro salad, darling, if you're eating in a very posh restaurant, which none of us are, because we can't. But you can make your own posh micro salad, yeah? It'll be fit enough for somebody on MasterChef to eat. Yeah, in the mega mix. Now, most fruit and vegetable and salad leaves can be grown micro. So things like, what have we got here? Beans, really good. Get a few beans in there. A bit of beetroot. A bit of, what else have we got? Broccoli, onion. Basically, most of the veg and fruit that aren't from the deadly nightshade family. So basically, you don't eat the leaves of things like tomatoes and potatoes, but most other things. I love putting in a nice mixture of carrot, broccoli, beetroot, beans, and see when they get to about that size, you can snip them, chop them like that, and eat them, and they are so nutritious and delicious. It makes my belly all happy, and it sings, and I sing a song, and then I have a very good sleep, because I eat my vegetables, yeah? Now, the last thing I want to show you, now you don't even have to go to the supermarket for this one. Potatoes are prati as Gaeliga. Is my lamb prati yum yum yum. Is my lamb prati yum yum yum. Is my lamb prati, is my lamb prati, is my lamb prati yum yum yum. And that was just a little song of appreciation of the potato, the humble potato. Now look, if you see here this spud, you see that extreme close up? It's got things growing out of it. And that is what makes you be able to grow a new potato from an old potato. How cool is that? Yes! So, these little seeds here, or shoots, are called a chitted potato. I chit you not. This is a chitted potato. Yeah. So you can basically go in one of your dark cupboards. I'm not joking. I think everybody must have one of these in their kitchen somewhere, a potato that's gone to seed. If you haven't, get a spud and put it in a dark cupboard for a week, and it'll start to send out shoots like this. And all you have to do with a spud is put it in a bag with half compost, half topsoil, or just all compost, and it will grow. It will grow, and it'll give you loads of spuds. You can do it in the ground, and you know what? You don't even have to dig. Nope. Because no dig is my favorite. No dig is where you just make a lasagna garden. So you just have a bit of grass out your front, lay down some cardboard, wet it, and then put some compost down, spuds, and a bit of hay on top. Hey, presto, 2 or 3 months later, you got all the spuds in the world you can eat. So that's something else you can do. Now, as I said, next week we'll be doing different things. So we'll be making a pom-pom. So don't forget, if you have some wool, some scissors, and a bit of cardboard, we can make pom-poms. That's another skill, another thing you can do to stop the boredom. And if you have any pieces of artwork, like Jake Mooney did here, you can send them in to me, and I will show them. And of course, we have all the other little suggestions of things that we could do to keep you from being bored. I'm going to see if Arlene 2 will wake up now here. Arlene 2, Are you coming back? Go and come back.
I don't want to.
Just come back for a wee while, just to say cheerio.
Alright then.
You're so bold sometimes. Why do you always try and embarrass me in front of everybody?
I'm not embarrassing you, you're embarrassing me.
I don't think I'm very cringy. Do you think I'm cringy? So, yes, some of you think I'm cringy, but I'm not cringy.
You are so cringy. You are the cringiest woman of all time.
What can I say? He thinks I'm cringy. I think I'm fine. Now, I hope you have all managed to get over the change of us going from Facebook to YouTube. It's quite straightforward, really. Just changed over. And we'll be back again next week, won't we?
I suppose so.
I know you're sad about not getting to go to the beach, but did you enjoy the pretending?
I wasn't enjoying it until you ruined it for me.
I didn't ruin it, sure. I brought you here today to see everybody and to say hello.
I know. I was very happy at home.
Well, I hope you are all happy at home too, and I hope to see you all next week. So, gurra my yogut, slang go foil, stay safe, stay sawala, pan sawala, slang go foil.
Slana handanya, slan.
Arlene too, I swear. See, next time you better not be so rude.
I'm sorry. Tell me where